I'm going to share a quick story with you that really highlighted in a psychotic way my subconscious need. I guess it's a need. I don't know, to people please. And the reason I want to share this story with you is because right now, you know this because you are a spiritual warrior and a spiritual person, but you know that we are in a massive upgrade. You know it. And it may not feel like that, feel like it on days because it's so intense and there might be breakdown and people deciding to leave the planet and all these things, but we are in a massive upgrade. And it's not going to slow down. It is time for you. It's time for me to step into our power and stop playing small. So this is why I wanted to share the story with you, because these places in us, like people pleasing and anxiety and overwhelm, poverty consciousness, scarcity, they can be incredibly sneaky. And it's like so normal often because we're living in these things for so long that it just becomes like, oh, that's just what I do. So I want to share this really psychotic story. So like, to me, it's a psycho story. I live in the desert, and there are animals called javelinas. Now, you may or may not know them. I didn't know what they were until I went to Sedona and saw like 40 of them. And my friend and I were like, what the heck are those things? They look like, they're called javelina. If you want to look it up, if you don't know what they are, they only live in the Sonoran Desert. They live in a very small area, like, I think they only live here in Texas, I think. Not a lot of places have them, but they look like wild pigs, but they're actually in the rodent family. So, but they look like pigs. Okay. They're so weird looking, and they're all over the Sonoran Desert. Anyway, what they like to do is they like to they go through your trash at night. So if you don't have a lid that locks, or they're able to get to them, it's like they will tip the whole thing over. There's a group of them and they will destroy your trash, and you'll wake up and be like, oh, nice, right? Okay, so there's that. So my husband went out and bought bungee cords to keep the javelina out. This is this is the psycho part. I half the time put the bungee cords on, and the other half of the time I didn't. And sometimes the javelina comes, sometimes they don't. So I'm taking a risk. I'm literally playing Russian roulette with the trash cans and the javelinas. But here's why. I started realizing, my husband's like, why will you not put these bungee cords on? And I don't have a good answer. I'm just like, I don't have a good answer. Well, here's the answer. Here's the real reason. The real reason is, I can't believe I'm telling you this because this is how fucked up my brain is sometimes. The real reason is they need but they need the food, right? They need, like, what if they're hungry and going through the trash is the only way that they're going to eat? Granted, they have an entire desert and I'm sure eating trash with plastic and metal and all kinds of like bathroom products, I am sure is not in their best interest. So having them eat their natural diet is probably better. But in my brain, in my mind, I was like, that is the reason why, is because what if they're hungry? And what if they need to eat? And by me putting in the bungee cord on there, they're not gonna be able to eat. Because I can't even tell you the amount. It took me 2 hours total. Like, I just had to keep going. That they did it the other night, and it took me for a total of 2 hours. I did like half an hour and go back. It's so much because the trash was full. It was right before trash day. And so this is classic people pleaser, right? Where I'm putting my own needs. I am sacrificing myself, sacrificing my time for someone or something else. And here's the thing, I am not helping them at all. And whenever we people please, we're truly not helping the other person. Not really, not at all. It's not a true exchange. It's done out of fear or worry or attachment, but it's not really a true exchange. So when I realized what I've been doing and like playing people pleaser with the javelina, it was another like moment of waking up of like, okay, what is it going to take for me to finally release this part of myself? What is it going to take? It's going to take some radical transformation. It's going to take some radical self-assessment and looking at myself. And then tying that into where we are right now. I know people who are leaving the planet right now, that people who are deciding not to be here anymore through an illness, accidents. And I'm really beginning to realize that every single day we have together on this planet is precious. Every single day. And every single day, I stay, or you stay, we stay in our old patterns, in our old belief systems that are holding us back. I'm going to say this is somewhat of a wasted day. Because it's not moving us forward. The days that, I mean, and this is not having like a day of rest or a day of self-care. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the days that you stay in the energy of like people pleasing, javelina, staying small, not going after your dreams, afraid to make a move, afraid of failure, all those things that we talk about in the spiritual warrior that hold us back from being in our power. The days that we continue doing that, staying stuck in the old, is sometimes could be considered a wasted day. So like we are actually in a place right now where the energy, I don't know if you've noticed, time is moving very, very, very quickly, which means that time is accelerated, which means, sorry, I'm really hot all of a sudden. It got really, I don't know what happened. Time is getting really accelerated, which means that we can accelerate our healing. There's pockets and portals and ways for us to accelerate our healing. And I started realizing and thinking like, I mean, I have wasted days all the time, right? The wasted days that I'm talking about, or I stay in the old, or I stay bored, or whatever, doesn't even matter. I'm not living that day to my full potential. I'm not playing that day full out. I am not in gratitude, or I'm fighting, actually I don't fight that much with my husband, but like not connecting with people or not spending time, that kind of thing in my head. And I started realizing even more than just a concept, all right, my dog started barking crazy right then. Maybe there's some javelina out there. She does not like the javelina, but and more than just a concept, that I started realizing that every day it really is that precious. Every single day that you are alive and you have breath and you have relationship, and it's incredibly precious. So wherever you're holding back, wherever you're playing small, just begin to start thinking about it and looking at it, getting really, really curious around it, getting honest with yourself. We are here to grow and learn on this library of human discovery, as we are in a place where our soul is healing, growing, if we allow it to. We have an opportunity here for massive transformation on an individual and collective level. So pay attention. That's like kind of like the people pleaser thing. What those types of things will hold us back. And ask yourself every day, if this feels good to you, and I hope it does, how do I play full out today? How do I play full out today? And if playing full out means I'm going to, I need to rest today. I'm going to play full out by taking care of my body today. That's what I need. I'm going to play full out by calling someone I haven't talked to in a while. I'm going to play full out and take one step toward my vision of what I want to create in this world. I'm going to play full out today and connect with a stranger or my neighbor who I know is lonely and could use someone reaching out to them. Whatever it is, start playing full out. Full out. This lifetime is going to go by like that. And it is. We are in the Pleiadians call it a nanosecond. It's like warp speed. warp speed. But the cool thing is in the warp speed, right, we're also in that energy, we can grow and heal and transform at warp speed. So if there's anything, and the last thing I'll say is if anything that you want to are needing, wanting to work on, transform, release, step into, activate, now is the time, because the energy is ripe. It's like ripe and ready. And then on the other side, if we stay in the stuff that it's not serving us, it's going to cook that. So which side do you want to cook? I want to cook transformation. I want to cook joy. I want to cook it all. I want to cook love and sex and connection. That's what I want to cook. Prosperity. Cook. I don't want to cook that other stuff like javelina, letting javelina just destroy my yard because I'm afraid they're going to not have enough to eat. That's a crazy town. So that's that's the old trauma, right? That's the old trauma. Like over, like having an over compassionate, I don't even know what it was. But anyway, playful out and smile more these days. That would be my other unsolicited suggestion, is to smile more at people, because people need it right now. People are on the edge. Some people, not everyone, but some people are right on the edge, and do things that light you up, that completely and totally light you up. Let's playful out. We're on the path of the spiritual warrior, you and me. And I'm here to support you, and we're here to support each other. All right, my name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.